G'day everyone, DJ DARQs here with another 2DX Play interview. Man, I've really been looking forward to doing this one. Today we have with us probably one of the best known players in the States at the moment. He's dominating the program world's scoreboards. Probably the most accomplished player on AC at this time. And of course, the well-renowned only person to AAA May another. Please welcome DJ REA or Derek. Say hi, Derek.
What's up, guys?
So yeah, but as I said, I've been really looking forward to doing this one. So why don't you just give us a quick background? Just give yourself a brief introduction. Like, if people don't know who you are, by some random chance, just give us an overview of who you are, where you come from, that sort of stuff.
Alright, well, basically I'm from Hawaii, and majority of my 2DX career was on AC.
Yeah, so you weren't really a CS player at all.
A CS player, but I did have some CS setups.
Yeah.
But I just had like a really shitty setup at home, and you know my parents would get like pissed when I play it and everything. So you know, shit like that was like. I probably had a total of like 3 CS setups, and I like sold like all of them in the end.
Wow.
But yeah, basically I started music games and back in like of course like the DDR days. So yeah.
Yeah, as per usual. That's 3 for 3. Every interview I've had, people say they transitioned across from DDR. So.
Yeah, and then I did play 5 key. Then
Whoa!
I guess
5 key. You started on 5 key.
Yeah, on Hip Hop Mania.
Wow, that's crazy.
Hip Hop Mania 2 or whatever, the complete. I don't know. I think that game was a shit though. But I meant shit. I was probably like in like middle school or something when I started playing. Then like I guess one day I was like playing at this one arcade at the mall. Not Funworks, but it was this other arcade. And they're like, hey, like, have you ever been to Brian's? They have like this like other like Beat Mania machine. I'm like, oh no. Then you know that's when I first found out about 2DX. That was like around like 4th style.
Oh yeah, so you started at 4th style. So long ago.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. All right, so you said mostly it was arcade experience. You didn't really have CS. Was there much of a community at that stage?
Actually, like we kind of always had a pretty decent community. Actually, even back like in the 4th style days and like 6th style days, we had like 4th, 6th, and 9th. Yeah. But for like the older styles at least. But yeah, we actually had a pretty decent community. And we like I wasn't actually like one of the better players back then. We had like 3 players that are probably like that were considered like really good. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard of Leviathan. I mean, maybe a lot of.
I remember the name, but I can't remember like how good he was because he posted a little bit.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he was considerably one of the better players in the U.S. at the time, and we had another player named Wib. But like those are like the 2 best players at the time. I mean, you know, they could do everything. Like, you know, they could beat like Holic another and like R5 another, which was like ridiculous back in the day.
Back then, those were fucking crazy. Like no one could touch them. So yeah. So they were people who you sort of looked up to when you started playing. They were people who you.
Yeah, I mean, those are the people I usually hung out with and everything. So.
Oh yeah, and they were, by the sounds of it, they seemed like nice enough people as well. Like.
Yeah, I mean, they're cool and all. I mean, we've been through a lot of shit. Staying at the arcade till like 7 in the morning and stuff.
Man. Your arcade's open till 7?
Back then, that arcade was 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
So you could play 2D.
Oh, man.
Just pretty damn.
That is awesome, because like, Timeout in Box Hill always closed at 12, and even here in Japan, like arcades close at midnight, like no exceptions. They all close at the same time. So, God, I wish there was somewhere where you can play 2DX for like 24 hours. That's crazy. All right, so we'll keep moving on. So you obviously had a very close-knit community throughout Hawaii. Has that changed over the past couple of years?
Not really. I mean, it's just basically new people just came in and like people just left. I mean, like those play anymore for sure. That I mentioned, the ones I mentioned earlier. But basically when I got to like the game kind of died out when I got to like 9 style because it didn't upgrade it, and the timing was just horrible on 9 style. It was like you couldn't triple anything unless it was like a handful of songs.
Yeah.
But like that's when the game kind of died.
Well, to be fair,
like one day.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like one day they got Happy Sky, and we're like, oh shit, Happy Sky. So I mean, then people started playing again, but of course it wasn't the same people that was playing.
So there was just a new crowd coming in at that point.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so that was around Happy Sky. When did things start to really change in Hawaii? Like, because I know that I didn't really see much like with relevance to you online until around like that Happy Sky Distorted era. When you started to make videos and stuff, and then I went, "Whoa, who the hell's this guy?"
I would say that's probably the biggest change. I mean, for I guess for like our community, that's when like the most people were playing actually.
Oh yeah.
More than now, and probably like the time that I actually started getting like better at like Beat Mania, because like prior to like when I quit from like 9 style. Like I only played 2DX like maybe like once because I went to Japan for like a family trip, and that was like the only other time I played 2DX between like 9th and the time we got Happy Sky.
Oh wow! What was it like in Japan? Was it easier to play there, like compared to at the time Brian's, which I know was a garbage machine?
Okay. Well, I didn't get those old projection monitors.
Oh, it's
like the really old.
Oh,
yeah, those like really bad projection monitors. So I mean, it was pretty awful. I mean, it was about Brian's here. Actually, at the time, Brian still had their CRT, so it was decent.
Oh wow, okay.
But then it broke, of course. Wow. Then they got some piece of shit. Then.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, like in Japan, like when I was playing at that time, it was kind of bad. I mean, I was out of practice, and the monitors were awful. Like, I don't know how people played on those.
I have no idea either. Like, when I look back, I'm like, geez, those monitors look terrible. Like, it looks so dull. Like, even just the picture that comes out of the monitor just looks so...
Yeah, the pictures are really dull, but the timing was actually good on them. It didn't lag, which is pretty weird.
That's really interesting, because I played on a projection once, and it wasn't very good. So... I don't know. Yeah, I assumed those monitors were just massive pieces of shit. Alright, so you went to Japan once to play, before Happy Sky. After Happy Sky, let's talk a little bit about that, because this is an era which I didn't really know about. Right? I'm sure most people don't.
So you're talking about like when we had like Happy Sky and stuff?
Yeah, so when you had Happy Sky and then it changed to Distorted, and then a little bit past that, there's like a big gap where we don't really know much about you. So...
Well, basically, like, Distorted Happy Sky is pretty much started getting, like, a lot better from, before.
So what about when you got, like, gold? Because I know you guys got gold AC as well.
Man, like, we actually went up to Troopers.
Oh, wow.
So, we went up to Troopers. Then, that's when actually a lot of players started coming in. Well, a lot of them actually don't play anymore.
Yeah.
So, but that's probably like the biggest crowd at the time, because that place, like a lot of like that arcade, like a lot of kids went there and stuff, and like more people started playing.
Oh, that's
and most of them are just like auto scratch scrubs and stuff. But like there's like there's like another guy that got pretty decent too, but he didn't get around like my level. I mean, his name was like Kazu.
Oh, I remember seeing Kazu in that Brian's tournament video.
Yeah. So at the time, like pretty much like the best players there was like me, Toph, and that guy.
Wait, sorry, which guy you cut out? Like just as you said his name.
Kazu, and Toph, and me. So those are like the 3 better players at the time.
Yeah.
There's also like one more guy here that was pretty good, but he kind of stopped playing. Like he just stopped coming to the arcade, but he was pretty decent too. I mean, he had like really good scoring.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he just quit playing.
Yeah. Okay, so we had obviously the Brian's Troopers days where you said, you know, you had the shittest turntable in the world, and then you guys started to like hack the HDDs and things like that. So
yeah.
What happened after that? I heard that another arcade got a machine after that.
Okay, so around that time, after like we hacked the machine and everything, the eventually it just died down. I mean, people just stopped playing. I mean, including myself. Like we I don't know, we just moved on to other things. Like I moved on to like fight.
To Marvel.
Playing that for like Marvel or like Street Fighter, whatever you name it.
Yeah.
So I was playing that for like a couple years actually. Then like one day, like my friend calls me up and is like, "Hey, that arcade at the mall, the one I used to play 5-key at, like they have like a serious machine." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
What?
Like, that's kind of cool. So I mean, I went to go check it out, and like I was pretty like, I was like, "Oh shit!" It's like monitor and everything. It's like a full like legit machine with legit hardware and everything. So I was playing for a bit. Then I mean, it got boring kind of fast because it basically like it was beat one serious, and you know that's just playing I was like playing Empress like with everything unlocked, which was like awful. Like you couldn't get anything.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah. See, when we got serious, we got a hacked version, so we had everything unlocked. So I was like, why does he hate Sirius? Sirius is amazing. Yeah, Beat 1 is obviously the most terrible thing ever. So
the Beat 1 is god awful.
Yeah. So that's a real shame for you guys. So obviously the Sirius machine came in. What happened then? This is the time that I want to ask about because obviously.
So okay, I mean we had the Sirius machine for a while. Then I kind of stopped playing. Because I mean it got boring. I mean. I don't know how. I think we had it for maybe about a year or so. Oh fuck, the Yardman's back. Then like I kind of started playing like a little bit again, like here and there. Then that's when I started running into that guy Fiend.
Oh yeah.
He's like today. He's actually probably like the second best player here.
Oh yeah.
He got really good in a really short time because I mean, I think like maybe only like within a year, like he went from like 10s to like beating like 12.10s and stuff. Like,
wow,
it's kind of crazy.
I mean, there's a lot of players like that nowadays who are just progressing so fast compared to back in the past. It's kind of disturbing how fast people are getting. Okay, so obviously you've had Serious Fiend shows up. Did you ever upgrade to Resort Anthem?
We didn't. We went straight to Linkle because someone actually like offered us to like someone from the mainland offered us to like give us a Linkle, so we got a Linkle.
Oh yeah.
But of course it wasn't on Program World, so I mean it was actually like a lot better than like Beat 1 Serious. So I did play a lot. I did play it a lot more for sure. Then that was actually the time I was playing. I was actually playing BMSs more at the time, and that was the time when I actually started wrist scratching.
Yeah, and that's when we all started calling you a scrub for wrist scratching, and we're like, no, he's not my hero anymore.
Yeah, that was the when the wrist scratching era began for me.
Interestingly, I wanted to point this out. I spoke to Gokun when a lot of videos of you started coming out on Linkle. And he said, I've gone to every video and I've just typed in, you're a scrub because you wrist scratch in some way or form. And then he noticed after that, like in the next series of videos he did, you stopped wrist scratching in them.
Cut off.
Oh, he noticed afterwards that you stopped wrist scratching in the videos, like, after you kept like trolling on you.
Well, no, actually the times that you don't see me wrist scratch is, I actually score a lot better when I don't wrist scratch, so like, I still don't wrist scratch, like on sometimes.
Yeah, but Gokun thought that he'd like hit a nerve with you or something. Like you read the comments and you're just like, oh no, I'm losing fans.
I don't care. I mean, it fucking works.
Yeah, it does. It's alright. Like I don't criticize. I mean, yeah, obviously, you know, I'm not a fan of wrist scratching, but if whatever works, like.
Yeah, and plus, like, I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, you keep cutting out like occasionally. I lose you for like 2 or 3 seconds, but I get we get the idea of like what you're saying overall. So yeah, that wrist scratch is alright. Alright, so there's a few things I wanted to focus on while we're still on community. Now I wanted to ask, big controversies, like big controversies in the forums. First one, which I never heard about until I actually spoke to you, the DJ Blee days, DJ Fanatic.
Oh,
Here's the story. Here's the story.
So, oh man. So, I think this was actually kind of recent, but I guess it all started off when I guess he was gonna call out like Shala for a money match or something on like the forum.
Yeah.
It's like the dumbest game to money match in. Then anyway, like I started calling him out, like, hey, I'll money match you. Like, it's free money for me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So, and like basically, you know, I tried getting him to money match me and stuff, and of course, it never happened. It was stupid. Like,
it's just funny though, because he's trying to call out and money match someone, and then when you like try and call him out, he's just like, nah, man, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, man. It was dumb.
Yeah. Were there any other like funny like Vijay Army related incidents with you? Because like that's the number one that stands out for me.
I don't know, not really. I mean, maybe when I started first posting there, people like I wasn't real and shit, and I was like, oh, whatever, like that's cool. I mean, that's about it. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing there. Alright, so we're going to hit on the big issue. A big issue now, which I'm sure everyone has wanted to hear about. The Dane's Son Chronicles.
The what?
The Dane's Son Chronicles.
Oh, man.
The Legend of Dane's Son. Here we go.
The Legend of Dane's Son. Okay, so... Alright, let's start from the beginning.
Yes.
So, he actually first coming to, he actually first came to Hawaii back when we were playing at Brian's.
Oh wow, okay.
Like, yeah, so I mean, we noticed like this, like, you know, this Japanese kid, he started playing music games. It's like, oh, okay, well, but he wasn't playing 2DX at the time, actually. He was playing Drum Mania.
Oh yeah.
So, man, actually, I was playing Drum Mania kind of a lot at the time.
Oh yeah.
This guy's been here like every day so far, like, and like, you know, we didn't really pay too much attention to him. Then like, we kind of noted. Then like, there's times, you know, we would go to the arcade like early, and then, you know, we see him there, and then like we leave. Then like maybe we come back like at midnight or like sometimes like really late for whatever reason, and like we're like, oh shit, he's still here. He's been here for like the past like 12 hours.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay. And everything, me and my friends are like thinking like, oh, okay, you know, I hope he's getting actually like good. Yeah. So then like one day we like watched him play Drum Mania, and like this is probably like after like a month of playing like 24/7.
Yeah.
Like he was only like on 40s, and me and my friend are like, what?
Just 1 month of playing that long.
Yeah,
wow.
and like he would stay at the arcade maybe like 10 in the morning to like 3 in the morning or something.
God.
I mean, yeah, man, he's like
you cut out massively in that section, but we get the idea that he was there basically all the time.
Yeah, he was basically there all the time. You know, he's a nice kid. I mean, like he couldn't really speak English, so I mean, at the time, he couldn't really speak English. So he spoke to my one friend Dane, because I mean, Dane is okay in Japanese. So I mean, so at first it actually wasn't Dane's son at first. So first it was my son.
So when did he transition across to being Dane's son?
Okay, no, but he was multiple people's sons. So first he was my son.
Yeah.
I don't know how, I forgot how I came out to him. First he was my son. Then Kay got Blaze Blue one day. Then he started playing Blaze Blue, and and it was pretty awful. Like I don't know if you guys played Blaze Blue or not, but in the arcade mode, when you get the Hakumen, he spent like $30 trying to beat Hakumen. He did not beat Hakumen. So yeah, okay, he was still my son then. he like started playing. Then okay, me and Toph was actually playing Blaze Blue kind of a lot.
Oh yeah.
At the time, and he was playing Rachel. Then Dane's son started playing Rachel. So it's like okay, now it's Toph's
son.
Okay, yeah, or like okay, in Hawaii we call it Toph. Oh no, that's like his nickname here.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm just gonna call him Toph. But like, so it's like okay, he's Toph's son now. He's Toph's son now because he's playing Rachel. Yeah. So, yeah, man, like, like we tried teaching him combos and stuff, but he could not get the combos down. Like, I mean, I don't know how many people here play Blaze Blue.
I'm not sure.
You press like you just press a button and hold up, and then like you jump cancel the move, but he couldn't do that.
Wow.
I don't know why. He just couldn't hold up. Then, son at the time. Then one day Dane was playing Blaze Blue. Then Dane plays Ragna.
Yeah.
So after he watched Dane play, Dane's son started playing Ragna. So that's how he became Dane's son. Okay. So we would you could this is kind of funny because this whole Dane's son thing kind of derived from Blaze Blue actually.
So it's not actually a 2DX related thing.
Not really. It was more of a Blaze Blue thing. So and so like he started playing Ragna. Then Dane used to do combos like in like this certain mode where like you press like the D button and like whatever, and like you can combo like 5 of them. Yeah. And like Dane's son would just try and do it, and of course you would just be pressing the D button and nothing else. So he became Dane's son from that, and it just permanently became Dane's son because like we always noticed he was always talking to Dane because I mean Dane was the only guy that could really speak Japanese to him. So it's just like hey, father and son right there. So he permanently became Dane's.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got the Dane's son Blaze Blue out of the way. When did he start playing 2DX? And why is he so famous to this day?
Okay, so he started playing 2DX like shortly after Drum Mania. So the first time I noticed his 2DX binge is that I saw him play Fatal Attack normal at like 50 times in a row or something.
Wow.
And he was trying to beat it, and of course like it was horrible. And as time progressed, he got a little better. I mean, he got to eventually he got to 10s. Yeah, at least like level 10s at that time.
Yeah.
So, but there's one thing we always notice when we play. So we watch him play, and we always notice that he always dies on the last couple notes of the song.
Yeah.
So actually, it got to the point where it was so random. Actually, bet money. Like me and Toph would go to the at 2 in the morning. We would go eat after we're done playing, and he was like, hey, we should you want to do anything else after this? And we're like, why don't we go bet on Dane's son? It's like okay. So we drive to the arcade, and of course Dane's son is there, and we'll just watch him play, and and bet money on depending on what song he's playing. Of course, if he's playing a easier song, then the odds would be a little better. But I'll give some pretty memorable.
Yeah.
So, one time he was playing Maho Roba on Hyper, and I don't really play that song, but I know at the ending there's just that that little run at the end.
Yeah.
And he failed on that from 100%, and me and Toph couldn't believe it. We just could not believe it.
Oh man, that's so funny. Alright, give me.
I'm like, what?
Just give me more examples other than Mahorova,
Okay, I mean, another one was Crazy Kino Hyper. He would just die on the ending all the time, and 4-leaf. He would just 2% 4-leaf the whole time.
Oh my
then
God.
the most famous one is Captivate Chikai. So the biggest joke with him is Captivate Chikai. So he wanted to beat that song so badly, so he would play it every game. So every time Captivate Chikai came up, we would get excited. We're like, oh shit, and we would stop what we're doing and watch. So we seen him do it on normal mode, and just he gets to the ending of 100%, and he just drops to 2 or something with it still happened. Then he puts it on easy bar, same thing, drops to 10% or something.
Wow.
And of course he dies. So that was probably one of the more notable examples. But okay, aside from okay, well, anyways, the way that so there's like one day me and Dane, I was talking to Dane about your like Dane's son. I'm just like, man, like I don't know how your son can like fail like. Man,
You're cutting out a little bit.
how is he dying? Man, oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. We missed like
Okay.
the last section where you're talking to Dane though.
Okay, so I'm talking to Dane, and like I'm just like, how is he failing these songs? They're like sevens, and they're like horribly easy.
Yeah.
So, Dane, I'm like, hey, you know, I wonder if your son is trying to get a. And I'm like, he's like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, dude, ask him if he's trying to get a border bonus, because I seriously think he's trying to get a border bonus. And like, Dane was like, no, there's no way. I mean, anyone is that like ridiculous? I'm like, dude, just ask him right now. The Dane's son and asked him in Japanese. It's like, oh, do you know what a border bonus is? And he's like, yes, I know what a border bonus is. And he's just like, I'm trying to get that every time I play.
What?
So like after I heard that, like our Monday night, or like we used to call like Monday night Dane's son, because we used to Monday and bet money. After that, it was ruined because we already knew he was trying to go for a border bonus. So we were just like, oh my god.
Oh, no.
Oh, that like ruined. That like crushed our souls.
Did he ever actually? Did he clear those songs? Like actually clear them once you told him? You know, the border bonus doesn't mean anything.
I don't think we ever told him the border bonus doesn't know anything, but okay, well, yeah, when he came back to Hawaii, he actually got a lot better. So I mean, yeah, he cleared those songs, but okay, another notable notable thing that he said to us, it was like, cause like one day we kept seeing him use like S random and hard mode, and like he would die like in like 10 seconds. So it's like, Dane, go ask your son why is he using S random and hard mode, like just ask.
Yeah.
So like Dane. So why are you using S random in hard mode? Like you keep dying. And he was like, oh, I use S random because random makes you better, so S random must make you eat. And like I couldn't. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? And he's like, I use hard mode because I want to see where I'm failing. But I'm like, okay, if you're failing like in 10 seconds, like how are you gonna know where you're failing?
Oh wow! So
actually that was the Brian's era. Then there was the time he came back during the Markets era.
Oh, Markets era is something which I want to know about, because I heard you had to take his card away because he was playing too much.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Hang on, we had a big cutout.
We
had a big cutout, so just start the story again.
Alright. Okay, so he came back to Hawaii, and you know, we're like, oh shit, like he's back, like what the hell?
Yeah.
Arcade, and like, you know, he wouldn't play, and like, and like I'll be like playing and stuff, and like I asked him one day, I'm like, oh, you know, like how come you're not playing? He's like, oh, because I have no money. I'm like, oh, okay.
Sorry, it's gone like dead quiet.
Yeah. The yardmen are gone.
Okay. No, sorry, it's just like the actual connection's now the issue, because like halfway through the story you're sort of cutting out, but look, keep going. So obviously he was at the arcade, he didn't have any money.
Yeah, so like, you know, I'll pay for some of his games, you know, just to be nice. I'm like, hey man, like, you know, like go play, and like I'd like give him like some games.
Oh.
So okay, so I mean then it got
really bad cutout. Sorry, like you're literally just getting like one word or two words in. It's like it's a really bad connection at the moment.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it might be my internet. It's okay. How is it now?
It's good now. It's fine now.
Okay, so okay, so like he would go to the arcade at 10 in the morning and sit until like midnight every single day. And
wait, so he just sit in the arcade?
Yeah, before, like he would just like sit in the arcade and play like on his iPad or something. like Jew beat or something. But now it's like, when I hit the yellow phase, he's just started. So he played, basically he was playing like from 10 in the morning to like midnight every single day.
Oh god.
And we were like, holy shit, like he's been here every day, like, and whatever. And like, it's like, it was ridiculous, like, and the first thought I had, I was like, okay, like where the hell did he get his money from?
Where'd the money come from?
Yeah, that's like, I'm just like, I don't even know where it came from, because like I know he doesn't work because he's here every single day, and people say he's there every single day. So I'm like, okay, like what the hell? Did he like rob a bank or something? Did
you get Dane to ask him?
You know, I don't think Dane wasn't really coming around at the time too often, so I mean, no one could have really asked him.
Oh no.
Yeah, so so actually a lot of people are getting mad because like some people would like drive down into town. Like get some games, and then of course Dunn is there, and it's like, oh my god, fuck this guy, like I want to throw him out the window already, like I'm tired of seeing you here every day like a goddamn decoration. So like I think
yeah, no, you cut out really badly.
So one of my other friends asked him like, why are you playing so much, and he's like, oh, I really want to play Casino Fire. Or like, oh, okay. Like, I guess he really wants to play Casino Fire.
Yeah.
And like, it was like, so like, it got so bad to the point where, I mean, I was actually talking to Tao about it. I'm like, yo, man, I think this kid is like gonna kill himself over this game. like he came to the he was only living off candy bars and Rockstar energy drinks.
Oh my god.
There would be like 6 Rockstar cans next to the machine with like a liter Coke and maybe like a bunch of Frappuccinos, and like,
oh my god, man.
And like we would see him eat like just candy bars. That's all he had. So it got so bad to the point where like he like told us like, oh, like I went to the doctor. They said I have tinnitus. Or like, okay, like, and he's like, he like kind of asked us like, okay, like what should I do? Like, okay, first of all, like, stop playing, like, take a break, like your fucking wrists are gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
So he plays double. So he was playing double a lot of the time.
Yeah,
So he came to the arcade, and we're like, okay, maybe he just injured that hand. Then like a few days go by, he comes back to the arcade with another brace. So we're like, okay, that's kind of fucked up. So then one of my friends, he's like a medical assistant at some place, and like told him like specifically like what to do. It's like, okay, you gotta stop playing, and just like relax, just like take a break and like stuff, and then all the medical things. But then like he wouldn't listen, so we're like, okay, like what the fuck, like are you just that stupid? You not want to fucking listen to us?
Yeah.
So I mean, it got like so bad to the point where I'm just like, hey Tao, like I think you just gotta ban his card.
Yeah. Otherwise, he's gonna seriously injure himself or something.
Or like, yeah, he's seriously gonna fuck his like arms up for like his wrists up for life, and like he's like horribly malnourished, and like he's there like every single
day,
and like every single day, and he's like being horribly malnourished. Like he looked like he was like a skeleton.
Oh god.
It was pretty bad. Like.
Yeah. God damn it. I can't believe there's people. Yeah.
So like, you would tell them shit like, just like, yo, like, hey bro, like stop, like come on, like I think your life is in danger, and if you're like drinking that much energy drinks, like you're gonna die, like.
Yeah.
And of course it didn't stop, so like Tao put the ban hammer on him.
Yeah.
And he finally took a break, which we were like finally like good riddance, like for your writ. I mean, like.
Yeah.
But of course it didn't really matter because he was playing without a card. So.
Yeah.
And he got another card eventually. So.
Yeah. So kind of just Oh,
so,
at least he took a little break.
Yeah, he took a little break. So then after that, I mean, he actually got a job after that. So it wasn't that often. So I mean, he was kind of making things for the better. But like, there's one time, the power strip incident.
Oh, the power strip.
Okay, so we got so we got our second cabinet at the time. So we're like, okay, like, yay, second cabinet. So like Dane's son's playing on the other cabinet, and like we're having like work problems at the time. Then I was playing like Zerk feed. Then like I was like full comboing it like all the way up to like the ending. Then I like noticed like, of course I missed, but like then I noticed I'm like, hey, what? Like mid song I'm like, hey, what the hell? Like my score's not there. You know, that means like you're disconnected from the network.
Yeah.
Then I'm just like holy shit. Like if I full combo this, like I'm gonna go at somebody.
Yeah.
Then like after the song is done, I didn't full combo it unfortunately. Then I went to the other machine. I'm like on the network. Then like Dane like comes over to me like all pissed off. Is like, you know, like I was having network problems and I was trying to unplug the computer. Then Dane's son just came and turned off the whole power strip. I'm just like, okay, why the fuck did he do that? Like, he's like, he was trying to restart the computer. So I'm like, so he turns off the whole fucking power strip when he can just like unplug the machine.
Yeah.
So I was just like, holy fuck, like I told him, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna throw your son out the window if I off Zerk feed. It didn't save.
Yeah. The reason why he didn't full combo it is because he unplugged the power strip. It's that sole reason, isn't it?
I bet him. Yeah. Oh god.
Oh man.
That kid.
So I want to get this story to a wrap because we've been talking about Dane's son for literally the last 20 minutes. So
yeah, there's a lot.
Still there? Or
no, he went back. He went back to Japan. He's gone.
Well, okay, maybe he's like living in a Japanese arcade somewhere. Who knows? All right, so let's get back to the actual interview. As funny as it was to hear about Dane's son, I want to know about you personally. And I mean, obviously, you've been fairly more active in the recent community. So I wanted to ask, you know, over the past few years, since you've been, you know, relatively active, what do you think of like the state of the community now, as opposed to like a few years ago?
Well, I'll definitely say there's a lot more people now with with the advent of like Program Sun and stuff. Since CS died, of course, like the game kind of died with it in America. But there's definitely a lot more people now compared to before. Especially like, I guess over here in Hawaii, it's just mostly like newer players.
Yeah.
Like I'm probably like the last person that's been playing been playing forever here. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, since the community has access to like Program Sun and stuff, like I get a lot of more new players and everything. Yeah. But of course, like there's all you know, the shittards of the community and
there always is. There always is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that can't be helped. You know, maybe I'm the shittard to them, but.
You don't really like post anything really offensive or out there that sort of, you know, makes people angry or upset. So I don't think so. I think you offer a lot of like good advice, and you know, you do troll occasionally. I mean, everyone does troll occasionally. So
yeah, I feel like I troll a little too much sometimes.
Especially poor Matt and how white he is. The amount of shit you give Matt about NASCAR is so... It's quality. It's absolute quality.
He needs to change his name to DJ now.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got to do it. Guys, we're going to start a petition. DJ Phoenix to change his name to DJ NASCAR. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Alright, so we'll move off community-based stuff. I want to know about you. So, how often are you playing now? Per week, we'll say.
Hang on, you're breaking off.
I just asked how often do you play per week on average?
Recently I've been pretty swamped with things, so maybe like once or twice a week now.
Once or twice?
Yeah, maybe if there's no exams, I'll go play a little more. Maybe like I average like at most like 2 to 3 hours a day.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so not too much. Yeah.
Okay. But like when Markets first got their cabinet, how much would you say you were playing then?
Oh, God, I think I was playing like every day for a while. But I was playing a lot of BMSs at the time. I was playing BMSs more, I think, than like the actual cabinets.
Oh yeah.
For maybe like before around Tricoro or so.
Yeah.
But I mean, towards the end of Tricoro, I mean, I kind of slowed down. I mean, obviously it got kind of boring. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
And like Spada, I've been playing a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm kind of taking a break right now, just because like I'm just playing other stuff and whatnot.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. So you're not playing as much now, but back when things started to pick up again, you were playing pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Wow. But the question is, were you doing
pretty much?
Were you doing Dane Sun hours?
No, I wasn't doing Dane Sun hours. Fuck that. It was like maximum, like I said, like when I did play every day, it was like that. The max was maybe like 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, four's probably the most that I think you can do. I mean, after that, you just start to drop off.
And like it wasn't a lot of games, because like at that time the arcade was pretty busy. We only had one machine, and usually it was like a 5-6 person line.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, that makes sense. All right. So, on that topic, when you're playing, I want to know about your mindset. I did a video yesterday about what was it? Oh, God, I can't remember the word. Basically, I want to know about timing and scoring. What do you prioritize first when you're playing?
I prioritize, of course, timing. That was the first priority. Unless, like, of course, I'm like, I want to try full combo this, and I don't give a shit about timing at that point. But yeah, usually timing is the first thing I prioritize before anything. Then, like when I guess when it comes to like chart, like when I start a song, the first thing I always look for is like, okay, what kind of random it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So like I know what to look for, and like I know what to like expect. Which kind of helps a lot. And I always try to like memorize like my like motions or like my movements like per pattern, or like the sounds of the keys. I usually try to memorize like all of that every time I play a song.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of a lot of things going through my mind or whatever when I'm playing.
I see. So you don't just like focus on one sole thing. It's like a multiple.
It's a multitude of things. Like I don't know. Like, and there's always like the scratch, of course. Like I gotta pretty much I like memorize like where all the scratches are and everything, or like know where they're gonna be.
Okay, I see. Now, we're gonna cover this really quick because you've done like so much content on your YouTube about this. Quickly, your technique. What is your technique, which everyone can see on the screen at the moment?
So yeah, obviously on the screen, like you see me wrist scratching. So I mean, I kind of put like 1048ish style, where I like turn my hand on keys 5, 6, and 7 or whatever. Yeah. But like it kind of varies. Like sometimes I play like the way I did before.
Yeah, I just noticed before you're hitting 4 with your index finger for Space Wars. So.
Yeah, like no, I mean I'm talking about even before this. Like if you actually go like to the videos that I had on my old YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And where it has like my old like May videos and shit, and like I still play like that once in a while because it helps me hit like a lot more patterns like accurately. So it's more like a like I don't know, like according to Toph, he said like it's like closer to like Dolce.
Yeah, no,
like,
it's very close.
Like you pretty much you're versatile on like almost every aspect. So like I try to incorporate like both of those because.
Oh yeah. No, it's good. It's very good to have like a versatile technique. I do agree.
Because like I mean, usually like if I'm just trying to combo stuff, like of course I'll play like 1048 style. Yeah. But like when it comes to like timing stuff, like I can like use both.
Well, that's really good. Like I always thought you played nothing but 1048. Like
no, I play like completely like different. You actually see on video. Like if I were to make a video now, then like it would be a lot different.
Yeah, no, I definitely think so too. All right, let's quickly ask about green number. What are you using for a green number at the moment?
So my current green number is 282.
Okay.
I was at 280 at one point.
Yeah.
So and I kind of varied from back and forth. Like actually when I like long a while ago, maybe back in like Linkle days and like.
Resort Anthem.
Yeah, Linkle days. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like green number was really fast. Like I was playing at like 270 to like
Whoa. So we didn't get the last figure.
using shader.
270 to what?
Like 265.
Oh god, no.
So I was playing horribly fast.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought about it. I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, I mean, I can time pretty good like on these settings, and I'm like, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of wasting too much of like my mental focus on like just trying to like read the damn notes because they're so freaking fast. So I lowered my green number to 300.
Whoa.
And I just. So I kind of started from there. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm gonna like start at like 300 and like try to work my way like down.
Yeah. All right, and then obviously you found 280 from there.
Yeah, so to like 280
to. So you've cut out pretty badly there. So whenever you do eventually come back. Eventually.
Yeah, and you're kind of cutting off.
Yeah, no, I just said that you were cutting off. When you said like 280 to something, like, so you basically came back down to 280 from 300.
Yeah, basically.
Now, I've got a quick question. Do you change your floating, sorry, not your floating, your green number when the songs are slower?
Like, give me an example of a song.
Okay, so for example, if you played something like New or Yaksha, and then you go down to playing something like the Sampling Paradise, will you change your green number?
No, I don't. It's always 280, like regardless.
Wow. Okay, because I know a lot of players say that they need to change it per song, and I do it as well. I change it in fives. So yeah, I was just wondering if you did it, and the thing is you don't. That's good to hear because it means that obviously it's not something necessary to do.
Yeah, like I don't know. I prefer like consistency.
Okay. Well, there's an interesting fact. Now,
at least you're cutting off.
Yeah, no, you said at least. Don't please continue.
Yeah, like, I mean, I like when you gotta change your settings. Like, I feel like you have to adjust.
Yeah.
Accordingly again, and it's kind of like it's like you may as well just play it like one setting the whole time.
Yeah.
Because it'll be the same setting for every single song.
Well, yeah, like the logic behind like us doing it is obviously when it's lower, you'll hit a little bit slower. So it just means that your timing falls more into the just great window. You know, in theory, it doesn't always work, obviously, but
yeah. I mean, I usually think of it as more like the window doesn't really change. So
yeah,
it's
it doesn't change. So
yeah,
it's just like a niche thing which people do, I guess, to try and deal with it. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'll move on to the final stretch. God, we've been talking for a long time, but it's been really good. Home setup at the moment. What do you have at home at the moment to play on? Like you say, you play a lot of BMS. So, what are you playing on?
So I mean, I do have like a DJ DAW, the Platinum Edition or whatever PEE.
2012 model.
Got it about 2 years ago. So it's the older model.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So yeah, it's an older model. I play on like Omrons, 50-gram Omrons, and Sanwa buttons.
Sanwas is so beautiful. I'm sorry. Like after swapping from the DAO buttons, Sanwa buttons are incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I played like on my roommate's controller. Yeah, my roommate's actually a fiend. I live with him. So
okay.
I played on his. He had a FP7 before. That was using DAO buttons.
Yeah.
I believe, and it was feasible. I mean, I didn't really find a problem with it, but I mean,
they just don't feel as nice, do they? Like when you hit the button, you're like, yeah, I can play on it, but it just doesn't have that same
preference.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like actually like I was playing like BMSs like on like 100-gram switches for like a while. Cause like I would actually come here like before I moved into here.
Yeah.
So I would actually come here and like play BMSs because it was the only.
Oh yeah.
He built like a computer for it, like from his old computer parts, and like I'll come over and play it.
Oh, that's nice. So what about now? Like, do you have your own computer for BMS and stuff?
I just use a computer I'm currently on right now.
Oh, yeah.
So I just moved my whole computer and I play like on a CRT.
Oh,
So
nice. Yeah.
it's really good. It's like pretty much playing like an arcade, except like the screen's kind of small. But I gotta play like I can't play it in widescreen, which is kind of unfortunate.
Whoa,
but,
what? That's
Yeah,
like the whole charm.
Yeah, no, I got used to it.
Well, yeah, well, if it's what you're used to, doesn't really matter. Alright, final thing. So obviously you've covered BMS, you played lots of BMS. Would you recommend it for people who are sort of getting towards the mid-12 level?
So, for like BMSs, I usually don't recommend people to start it until like you reach maybe like the AA clearing area, like consistently clearing it, not like your first time fluke clear or something.
Yeah.
But like if you're getting like consistently clear those, and like you on level 1s and stuff, level 1s and 2s, like for the harder stuff, like you're gonna have to be at least like be able to be doing like I guess what Kaiden level stuff. Like anything past like 9 or maybe 8 or 7. Definitely you're gonna have to be pretty damn good.
That's when shit gets real around like the 8-9 stage of BMS.
Yeah, because I mean like to me for me the walls in BMS's is like level 12s. Is definitely a big wall.
Yeah.
Then level 20s is another wall.
Oh god.
After that, that's stupidity.
Yeah, I don't understand how anyone does anything past level 20. Honestly.
It just becomes stupidity and like gimmicks.
Yeah. Alright, so we've done BMS. So I'm trying to move through the content fast because we spent so much time talking about Dane's son. Alright, so final thing. What about doubles? Because I know you're by far the best singles player in America at the moment. What about doubles? Have you given doubles a shot?
I mean, recently I have been giving doubles a shot.
Yeah.
Towards the end of, before I got spot, I was actually playing a lot of doubles because like I was getting.
Border singles?
Okay, like I was kind of getting bored of it. Then like I was trying to think like okay, like I want to do better on like beachside bunny. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna play double because I'm sure it'll help me with one handing. So
Yeah.
I played doubles for like a month or so, and I mean I got to like easy 12s on double. Wow. I mean doubles is really stupid. I mean I consider myself not very good at it because I miss a lot.
But you're a 10 aren't you? In doubles?
Yeah, I can't do the 10 down in Spada though because I'm horrible at like fast streamy stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like kind of out of my league.
Alright.
But like I don't know, it definitely helped me like with like one-handing scratch songs a lot more, or like giving me it helped me like especially give me a lot more control over like my left hand as well, which is like obviously my dominant hand.
Yeah. So would you recommend for people to play it to get better at singles?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I got a little better at singles, just like control wise.
Oh yeah, so you would recommend people to at least just give it a shot?
Like, yeah, you can give it, like, I would say you can give it a shot, but like, I personally, I think doubles and singles is a completely different game, for sure.
Yeah, no, me too.
So it's tough, like, because I mean, like, you have like Matt, for example. I mean, he's really good at singles, but can't do doubles for shit. And like I only can do doubles because I do have like some prior experience doubles, but when I was playing doubles, like I only got up to like maybe 10s and like horribly easy 11s.
Yeah, doubles is like a completely different game. Like when I watch people playing doubles charts, I notice like you can't put it relative to singles in any way.
Yeah, you definitely can't.
Yeah. Alright, well that's covered all the stuff I wanted to talk about. Wow, this took way longer than I thought it would, just because there's so much interesting stuff to talk about with you. So, I don't know, is there anything else that you want to add real quick before I open up question time?
I don't really have much to... Besides, Kevin's a scrub at doubles, but...
I wonder if Kevin's in the chat. Alright, so I'm going to open up question time for you guys for the last 5 minutes. If there's anything that you want to ask Derek while he's here with us today, feel free to write it in the chat and I'll ask him about it. Now the first thing I want to ask is the one that's been sitting here for like the last 20 minutes. Is your DJ name DJKC for DJ Kybercore?
No, those are my initials of my real name.
Okay, alright, that clears it up then. Because I thought, oh wow, it makes perfect sense now. Alright, I guess we cleared that one up. I'm happy that that one's out of the water. I'm gonna check if there's anything else. Nothing really here. I wanted to ask, who do you still hang around with at the arcade nowadays?
So I usually hang out with Darcy. I mean, obviously I live with him. So.
Yeah. So obviously you go together.
He doesn't. On weekends. So usually that's usually the time I play. Actually, is on the weekends, just because like it's people to hang out with, and of course Dane.
Oh, Dane.
A lot better recently. Yeah.
Dane has really improved. But every time he posts, I get excited.
Like before,
I'm sorry, every time I see a post from Dane, I think, oh my god, it's Dane's son posting, and then I realize, oh no, it's just the original Dane, not the son.
It's the father of the Dane son.
Yeah. But no, yeah, he has really improved.
Yeah, he got a lot better. I mean, he's always asking me for advice, and of course, like I'm always like what to do and stuff. So yeah, he's definitely getting a lot better from that. And then there's this other guy. Okay, we have two Matts here. So
there's
we got
two Matts?
We have NASCAR Matt and Cali. Then here that's Aeon. He goes by DJ Aeon.
Oh yeah, Aeon's good.
Yeah, he's good, but there's it's strange. He's a guy I talked about, or he can beat Kuvelia, but he can't beat Mosaic.
What?
Like other songs. Yeah, it's really strange.
I'm mindfucked. I don't know how that's possible.
I'm just like, huh. I'm like, okay, well, and he's actually pretty decent. At hard stuff. Then the other guy here, the other Matt here, he actually just moved from Cali, which is, I don't know.
Does he like NASCAR?
No.
But
I don't know. We call him Cali Matt just because we have two Matt.
Yeah.
Cali Matt's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah.
His scoring is pretty good. It's probably on par with like Darcy.
Oh wow.
And maybe I know he can beat some of Don's stuff too, and his clearing he's on 12. He's pretty damn good. I would say he's on par with Darcy.
Oh jeez.
It's just that Darcy can clear stuff than him.
I see. Well, it's good to know that you've got a good, solid set community of decent players, as opposed to the three that Australia have in one area.
And then the rest are kind of just they're just kind of casual play.
Yeah, casual 5K scrubs.
Nah, they just play regularly. They just kind of hang around the arcade. I mean, they're cool. They're cool guys. So.
That's good. It's good to see that there's still people in there playing the machine and stuff like that. All right, really, really serious question here from Don. All right, money match. If you had a money match between DKW and Dane's son, who would you be putting your money on?
I would put my money on Dane's son. Actually, I would put my money on DKW.
You would? I don't know. DKW, when I started, DKW was better than me. And over the 6-year period that I started posting scores, he did not improve at all.
Okay, yeah, maybe money on Dane's son.
It's a pretty tough question. I don't know. He might have just come out of nowhere and become a superstar or something. We never know.
Yeah, Dane. Yeah. I mean, he might be the next exit. Yeah. Dane's son. I don't know how he's doing in Japan, but
I'm just waiting for a top ranker tournament where they're announcing all the people, and you know how they walk up on the stage. I'm just waiting for you to just flip your shit, going, "Oh my god, it's Dane's son. What's he doing there?"
I think that's the day I retire. Yeah. Or the day I fucking triple A beachside.
Alright, so we've had a really, really long chat. It's been really good, but are there any last questions? I know that we've dragged on for quite a while, but it's been really, really fun doing this interview, for me personally. I'm sure it's cleared up a lot of the mysteries that is Dane's son for the community, so...
Well, Don is asking whatever happened to DKW.
Yeah, what happened to him?
I don't know, but I still see him come to the arcade randomly.
Oh, so is he from Hawaii? I didn't know.
He's still around randomly.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know.
That's great. Well, you need to like get him to start putting scores on the machine so you can compare to Dane's son. We need to get this money that's going.
He doesn't. I don't think he doesn't even play any games anymore though. He kind of just like does nothing.
Yeah, if you're not playing games, then what are you doing?
I don't know. If you're at an arcade, there's like nothing to do.
Exactly. If you're not going to play the games, that's just weird. Oh, alright. So I guess that's it for today. We've been talking for an hour. This is by far the longest interview I've done. So thank you so much for giving the time to come and talk to us today.
Yeah, no problem.
It has been really good listening to you. If you guys don't know already, which I'm guessing most of you do, REA has an advice blog, which is what's the URL? Is it just you can give the URL? I forgot what it is.
I don't know. I think it's under. You can probably just search Google it, like DJ REA 2DX, and I think that's the first thing that comes up.
Yeah. So obviously he's got the advice blog. Really recommend checking that out. He's written some really great stuff about like pretty much everything I cover in my videos. Like it goes hand in hand basically. And also Monday nights he occasionally does a 2DX chat about certain aspects of the game, which are really good to listen to. The last one on technique was really, really good. Like I got a lot out of that talking to you. So thanks heaps for doing those on Monday night. Are you doing one this Monday?
I haven't really thought about it, or I haven't really thought of a topic. But if I do, man, I'll let everyone know.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, and as per usual, guys, you can always just chat and catch him in the American 2DX group or on his YouTube, which is also once again 2DX REA or REA 2DX.
I think it's REA underscore REA underscore DX on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, check out those if you haven't seen them already. But once again, thank you very much for everything today. Now, next interview, I want to ask you, who do you think would be good for an interview?
Let me think. I want to see some true NASCAR stories.
True NASCAR stories.
Yeah, true NASCAR stories from Matt. I want to watch that.
You're holding out for the true NASCAR. The thing is, here's some information for you guys. It's just rumored that DJ Phoenix might be coming to Japan. And if he comes to Japan, I'll do the interview live with him, like sitting next to me, not through Skype or anything. So I'm holding out for that. So fingers crossed we can do that. But yeah, he's on the list. He's definitely on the list. I really want to hear from Matt too, because he just came out of nowhere. Like, you know, suddenly
yeah, he got really good, really fast. Like,
I was just like, holy shit!
Pretty surprised.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't be surprised if he got better than me within like the coming years. To be honest.
Ooh, it's a tough call, to be honest. There's a big gap between you guys with experience. Honestly, like he's good, but he needs another, I think, 2 years to catch up to you.
Yeah, I don't know. Never.
So you cut out when you gave your opinion, which is just not good. Yeah. I think Matt's a real contender for America's best NASCAR driver. So, yeah, we'll see in future. But anyway, that's it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And as per usual, I'll do another interview next week. Next week I will be in Australia, which is awesome, meaning I'll be able to do live interviews with Gokun and hopefully Butler. We'll see how it goes. But that's it.